So let's jump in. I'll explain a little bit more as we go.
Monroe's mother had always been much better at starting things than finishing them. When she died, she left behind over 300 canvases, not one of them finished, along with Monroe, who felt pretty unfinished himself. The orphanage allowed him to keep only one painting, and so he chose the unfinished swan that had always been his mother's favorite. But that night, he woke up to find the swan had disappeared. So he took his mother's silver paintbrush and followed the footprints into a little door he hadn't seen before.
Are we starting already? Okay. Yeah, here we go. So now, at this point, we are inside the painting world, and everything in the painting has been painted pure white, to the point where we can't see anything because we can't see the edges or defining corners of things. What we need to do is we can throw black paint around. Now we know there's walls here. Oh, and it looks like we found kind of seam. A little corner there. Okay, and now we found a hallway. Now the whole game isn't going to be like this part, but it is, I'd say maybe the first quarter or first third of the game is like this. So we have to sort of explore this world and discover it by splattering paint around the place. And oh, found a bench and some tools. Now, I don't think Monroe and his mother are directly related to the Finch family, but this is the world that Milton Finch disappeared into. Oh, we've got some swan web footprints up here. So we have a general idea of where we're supposed to go in that sense, now that we're in a more open area. Oh, there's some water. Paint's just going to sink down in the water. Did I not go that way after all? Okay. I gotta find another way across the water. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Worry that you're all splattered in paint and probably not good for your health. Okay, we're back where we started, so I guess I have to go the other way. Yeah, it's interesting because you start off not being able to see anything, then you start getting sounds, but you still don't know where things are, and then you start throwing paint around, and suddenly the world's starting to take shape. Oh, stepping stones, there we go. course, I don't know how screwed you might end up being if you just covered absolutely everything with black to the point where you're back where you started and not being able to see anything. But you would have to put actual effort into doing that. It's not really going to happen by accident. Alright, we got some stairs going somewhere. Probably the other side of the stairs, yeah. Yeah, we got this whole world here that we just couldn't see originally. Also, for anybody watching this on YouTube later, I'm also streaming this while I'm recording it, so you might hear me talking to my chat room once in a while. Just to not be confusing. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, that actual feet over there or something. I think we found some sort of little villa here. I don't know how to open this gate. Let's see. We can climb up whatever this ramp is. Puzzle solving in a world you can't see. There we go. Oh, hey, there's a crown on that tree. Little eyes that we can't cover up. That looks familiar, vaguely familiar at all there, doggo? This doesn't seem to lead anywhere either, though, unless... Oh, there's the little swampy area we came across. Ah, here we go. Remember those drawings of Milton we saw in Edith Finch, doggo? Statue look a little familiar? Familiar-ish? I think so far the developer Giant Sparrow has made only 2 games. This one and What Remains of Edith Finch, and they're both very artistic games. They've done a really good job on that, I think. Yeah, doggo, now you're starting to see why when I found Milton's room in Edith Finch, I was like, oh, this looks so familiar. Alright, so now we're on the other side of the gates. Found a chicken statue. Alright, where can we go from here? Is this stairs? Stairs, okay. It's been a while since I last played this, so I'm not going to remember the puzzles very well. Just the overall concepts. Statue of a pig. Statue of a hand holding a drumstick or something. Bit weird. Yeah, exactly. Pork with bacon. That's a statue I can get behind. I don't know much about art, but I know what I like, and I like bacon. And a roast. Looks like a theme here. Oh, and an alicorn. Okay. I mean, I guess you could eat that too. They are sentient though, so you probably shouldn't. Well, I'll tell you this one, Ike. There is color in the game later on. Not monochromatic for the whole game. Not all black and white. I mean, other than the little golden bits of statues we've seen in the yellow webbed footprints from the left behind by the Swan. There are other colors other than yellow in this game, but they come later. Okay, so we've got a fountain against the wall. I think that's all we can do down here, so I think it's time to go up those stairs. If you push the crate around with my paint impacts. Yeah, it's kind of interesting the way the world just sort of slowly reveals itself as you're going through it. Not in the normal way, but in the... You have to reach out to the world and impact it in order to have it reveal itself. I like that. I haven't seen very many games that do this kind of thing, and if there are other games that do this, I just haven't seen them. Finish that pig. Oh.
The king was young, arrogant, and amazingly talented. He was convinced no color existed that was good enough for his garden, so he left it white. While he pondered how to create some new colors, his kingdom began attracting settlers, and soon he found himself with bigger problems.
Exposition! Okay. So, where do we go now? Oh. Blasted wall. Wrecked. The power of paint. Power of paint compels you. Okay. The hallway. Okay, not going that way. Not just destruction magic, but destruction paint. Whoa! Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, that's what I said. Found a swan! Gracefully honking its way away from us. The watchtower. Well, I'll have to take your word for that. I don't see a tower. Yeah. Here we go, doggo. You see that golden mustache and crown up there? Remember the very first thing I saw in Edith Finch that made me stop and go, wait a minute, that looks familiar, was that symbol at the entrance to Milton Finch's room. Remember that? That exact symbol, except it was black. And I was like, wait a second. There you go. Now you see it in this game. I mean, I told you why it felt familiar to me at the time, but now you've seen it for yourself. Where I came in from there. Oh wait, I came in from down there. Oh, I think we're doing one of those weird looping room things. Yeah, we are. Okay, so how do we break the loop? Oh. Oh, wait a second. Aha! We drop down onto the balcony. That's how. Thankfully, this tiny child's legs are made of steel and won't break from a long fall. Do I think the world the older brother was going to be in the fishing canneries this world too? No. I don't think it is. It's too different. Although, it would be interesting if they made a game out of that, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure they're unconnected, because keep in mind I have played through this whole game before, so I'm generally familiar with what it's like. So now we have a little bit of gray and shadow.
The king's new subjects were tired of white. They were tired of tripping, of banging their shins, of misplacing their homes. So they started painting everything, ruining the king's spotless design. In response, the king outlawed all non-magical brushes and pledged to spend the next month painting shadows for his kingdom.
And so this is also why I'm thinking that some of the weird things that happen in Edith Finch were not necessarily purely the imaginations of the people who were doing them, because we've already saw that Milton Finch disappeared into a painting world, so it's already been established that magic exists in that world. So therefore some of the other weird shit that happened in Edith Finch might have been real as well. Okay, so now we can actually see some things without having to paint absolutely everything. Still can, but it's not completely necessary anymore. Also, let me control thing. I don't remember if I can run in this game. Nope, all the shoulder buttons do paint splats. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Finch family is a family of some sort of like inherent sorcerers or with some sort of latent, innate magic in their blood that they don't know how to control, and that's why all this weird shit happens around them all the time. Reasonable theory, I think. Entirely possible. I'm telling you, that baby in Edith Finch, that baby had some sort of telekinesis going on. I don't believe that was all just his imagination. Oh, here we go. Feels a lot like Milton Finch's room. Oh, looping paintings. Paintception.
Whoa.
Whoa! Yeah, exactly, kid. Balloon. Here are your books. Nobody's allowed to read. Forbidden lore. Okay, I'm done. What have we got in the toys menu? I forget what these things are. Ooh, that could be useful. Stop time for balls. Not just any old toys, but toys that actually do stuff. Although I don't really want that stop time one. I don't find that particularly useful. But some of the other ones seem to have some utility to them, maybe. Alright, so people on the YouTube side, leave me a comment and let me know how many balloons I've already missed so far up to this point that you've spotted and I failed to spot. I'm especially looking at you, Kai. You know what I'm talking about. Labyrinth, we're up to see the Goblin King in his tight, tight pants. Yes, we are. I like how the kid just makes his own sound effects every now and again. Monroe here and his mum, I have no idea if they have any relation to the Finch family. I don't know if maybe this painted world is just accessible by anybody with a magic paintbrush. It's like the Paintiverse. Universal paint realm, I don't know. Oh, that's not the right way. Oh, we got a story piece here anyway.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time, mail took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud even the king couldn't ignore them.
Just put a labyrinth in the middle of your kingdom that everybody has to travel through for commerce to work. That's a great idea. Well, here's that paintbrush we saw from above. There's a mailman in his own door. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I think if they attracted dragons, the problem isn't the fact that the labyrinth is not the problem for the dragon. The dragon could fly over it. The problem would be for the people stuck in the labyrinth when he shows up, who can't run away from it properly. Alright, so we're going to navigate this labyrinth by the tried and true tradition of sticking to one wall. So we're going to be taking right turns everywhere. And yeah, that's that in. Maze is the perfect place for a dragon to hide its hoard and guard. Yeah, pretty much. Which is probably why it's bound to attract the dragon in the first place. Probably the basis of that fear to start with. Can we get through here? Yes, okay. Well, now I'm starting to wonder if there's anything else in the labyrinth over here, so let's snoop around a bit more. Maybe they're hiding some balloons. Maybe they're hiding nothing. I'm wasting my time. Who knows? I suppose we will be finding out. There. There. I guess not. And back to the start. Okay. Well, I don't think they've hidden any goodies. Oop. Let me set one quickly.